Hi everyone, my name's Rachel Waugh. I'm an applied human nutrition student at Mount St. Vincent University and part of the Breakfast and Beyond program funded by Medivy. Today, I join you to make Mexican Breakfast Corn Muffins, a tasty breakfast that you can eat at home or take with you on the go. Please note that this recipe is not egg, dairy, or gluten-free. This recipe makes 12 servings, takes 15 to 20 minutes to prepare, and 15 to 20 minutes to bake. The ingredients that you'll need for this recipe are all-purpose flour, canned corn kernels, low-fat cheddar cheese, skim milk, low-fat sour cream, cornmeal, eggs, fresh or canned jalapenos or a bell pepper of your choice, green onion, ground flaxseed, baking powder, salt, and lime zest. You'll also need cooking spray or butter to grease your muffin tray. The equipment that you'll need for this recipe is 1 large mixing bowl, 1 whisk or fork, 1 grater, 1 spatula, 1 spoon, 1 fork. You will need 2 forks if you do not have a whisk at home. 1 butter knife, 1 knife, 1 cutting board, 1 cooling rack or plate, 1 set of measuring cups, 1 set of measuring spoons, 1 12-cup muffin tray, an oven, and oven mitts. It's best to have all of your ingredients ready before we start baking, like I have here. So for example, I've already pre-measured all the ingredients. The eggs have been cracked and beaten. The canned corn kernels have been drained and rinsed. The cheese has been shredded. The green onion has been finely chopped. The jalapeno has been minced, and the lime has been zested. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Next, let's prepare the 12-cup muffin tray. Use cooking spray to lightly grease the surface of each cup in the muffin tray. If you're using butter to grease your muffin tray, use a small amount of butter on the parchment paper. Once your muffin tray is greased, set it aside. If you prefer, you can use muffin liners instead of cooking spray or butter to prevent your muffins from sticking to the muffin tray. Now let's mix together the wet ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, add 2/3 of a cup of low-fat sour cream, half a cup of skim milk, and 2 large eggs. Whisk the ingredients together using a whisk or fork until combined. Here, we are using a fork to whisk together the wet ingredients. Whisking is done by moving the utensil in a small circular motion in the ingredients. The eggs, skim milk, and low-fat sour cream all contain vitamin B12, which helps keep our immune and nervous systems healthy. To the same large mixing bowl, add 3/4 of a cup of canned corn kernels. Use canned corn kernels, not creamed corn. 2 finely chopped green onions, and the zest of 1 lime. Also add 1 fresh minced jalapeno to the bowl. Instead of the fresh jalapeno, you could use 4 red or green canned jalapenos. If you don't like spicy food, you don't have to use the jalapenos. Instead, you could use 2 tablespoons of a minced bell pepper of your choice. Mix these ingredients together until combined. To the same large mixing bowl, add 1 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup and 1 tablespoon of cornmeal, 3 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Then add approximately 2 tablespoons of your half cup shredded low-fat cheddar cheese to the bowl. Then fold the ingredients together using a spatula. Folding is a way of gently mixing ingredients together. To fold the ingredients, pass the spatula through the middle of the ingredients, across the bottom of the bowl, and across the top of the ingredients. Repeat this motion until the ingredients are evenly combined. The milk, sour cream, and cheddar cheese are all dairy products. Dairy products contain calcium, which can help keep our teeth and bones strong. Next, fill each muffin cup 3/4 of the way full with batter. Then, sprinkle about half a tablespoon of the remaining shredded cheddar cheese to the top of each muffin. Once that is done, put the muffin tray into the preheated oven and bake for 15 to 20 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. Let's take our muffins out of the oven. You can use the toothpick test to check if your muffins are done. If a toothpick is inserted in the center of a muffin and it comes out clean, your muffins are done. If there is wet batter on the toothpick, put the muffins back in the oven and bake for an additional 5 minutes before repeating the toothpick test. The muffins should also be golden brown in color when they're done. Once the muffins are done and out of the oven, let them cool on the top of the stove for 10 to 15 minutes. After 10 to 15 minutes, take the muffins out of the muffin tray by running a butter knife between the side of the muffin and the wall of the muffin tray. Then, use a clean fork to lift each muffin out of the muffin tray. Put the muffins on a cooling rack or plate to finish cooling. The muffins are best when served fresh. Leftovers can be stored in an airtight container for 2 to 3 days in the refrigerator. Well, there you have it, Mexican breakfast corn muffins. These can be served on their own or with a side of plain yogurt and lime zest. Enjoy!